Hello everyone, welcome to my room. I oddly enough, now that I've started working with Moldavite, I've actually been able to create a sanctuary of my own where my bedroom has now become like my prayer slash meditation slash sleeping slash get out of my face kind of room where it's like I enter this room, it's dead silent. Most of the time, it's just dead silent and I can just, meditate, spend time in prayer, talk to God, do whatever I need to do. And so I welcome you into this space of mine, and I hope you guys can enjoy it as well. And so what I really wanted to share with you guys today is, Moldavite and dreams, right? And having a dream journal. And I don't know if you guys have also been experiencing this lately, especially since the beginning of May, is that, you know, I've been noticing a lot of like really vivid dreams, like very, very vivid dreams, and I can literally tell you what I was feeling. Like when I touch somebody, I can remember how they felt. It was very real, right? I could smell the aroma, I could taste what I was eating. Like it was so real. And I can remember these stories. It's like a story that's happening in the dream world, for me at least, And I've been noticing this a lot more since the beginning of May. And, you know, at the same time, I've also started working with Moldavite. And, I haven't experienced any out of body, type of, crazy stuff. Although, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call it crazy, but for me personally, I have no need to astral travel. I haven't, there's no purpose for it for me, and so that's probably why I haven't astral traveled yet. But here's the thing, guys. Now that I've been working with Moldavite and, I've actually been sleeping with it, having it in my pockets, having it maybe near like, my shelf so that like when I'm sleeping, when I lay my head on the pillow, like the Moldavite's like right there so that like, something could happen. Um, I didn't notice much anything different, I guess. I just, the dreams were still just basically the same, very vivid. Although now recently, um, I just started, you know, um, journaling, my dreams. And I've noticed that there's two kinds of dreams that I have, right? And keeping a dream journal is definitely going to help me keep better track of it. And I also want to open this up so that everyone as well can keep a dream journal so that you guys can figure this out for yourselves, what your dreams mean to you and you know what you need to get from your dreams, because I believe everybody is unique, everybody is an individual, everybody is special. Nobody has the same thumbprint, so obviously we're all very, very different. And so by keeping this dream journal, here's two things that I've noticed, and maybe you can resonate with them, maybe you don't, maybe it's something completely different, maybe it is the same. But here's what I've noticed, right? There's two kinds of dreams that I've been noticing lately since the beginning of May. One, right, that I just noticed now that I wrote the dream that I had last night, which is this, right? Things that happen in our lives, right? Things that we go through on a daily basis. Sometimes they just get mixed up like in a recipe. I don't know if you guys have ever like cooked and like maybe you just grabbed like random stuff that you were hungry for, and just mixed it up trying to like figure out a new recipe, or maybe you're just having fun mixing it up and just trying to have a meal, right? I feel like that's one version of dreams that we have where throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, maybe things that we experience that really capture our attentions, sometimes they get ingrained inside our head. And when we're sleeping, our mind tries to find a way to create a story, right? To try to, figure it out, to try to solve a problem, maybe just make it interesting, right? And I believe that's one type of dream that we have, right? And A meditation technique that I learned a long, long, long time ago was basically learning to unwind your mind before you go to bed. And the quickest way to do that is just to literally rewind your whole entire day, like, backwards. Like, say somebody recorded your whole day in a video, and now you're playing it backwards all the way to the day till you woke up, right? The whole thing, rewind the whole thing right before you go to bed so that it leaves space for your mind, right, to conceive new ideas and to birth new ideas in your head instead of trying to, like, distort or, file away, what happened throughout your day, right? So that's one method, I guess, that you can use that I've heard about, and I've actually used it. And it does work, but that's what I believe. That's one thing that I've noticed with dreams is that that's what it's doing, right? It's basically like just taking stuff that you've gone throughout your day and just filing it somehow, turning it into a story. It may or may not even have any relevance or significance to it. It's just your brain processing what you've experienced, right? But now there's a second one, right? A second one that I've noticed in my personal life, that you guys might also, resonate with is um, stories, right? Stories, kind of like futuristic, you know, premonition, so to speak. Kind of like future fortune teller. I don't like the word fortune teller, but just like seeing something into the future, right? And we read a lot about this in the Bible. We have Joseph who had visions. We had Daniel who could interpret visions and dreams, right? Joseph also, had dreams and he could interpret them. But here's the thing, guys. This is not like those like dreams, like prophetic dreams that I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about day to day, maybe visions or kind of like dreams of what's to come. That I've noticed, at least in my personal life, and I've just, this might take a little bit of an opening of a chakra, I guess, or maybe more Moldavite, right? But here's something that I've noticed. Okay, so I literally do believe that we can connect with people in our dream worlds, right? I believe that if I wanted to go visit you, I mean, I don't know how to do it yet. Like, hey, like, yeah, let's go meet up here in our dream state and then make it actually happen. I don't know how to purposefully do that yet, but here's what I do know. I believe that people can come visit you in your dreams, and you can even go visit them in your dreams, and you guys really actually hang out and you don't even know it, right? Like, say for example, you have a dream about somebody you care about and you guys are talking and you guys are hanging out, and then poof, it disappears next day. Maybe you see him, maybe you don't. I still believe that on a spiritual level you still connected with them in some way, shape, or form, right? Because I've noticed it in my life, right? I had a dream about somebody. We were talking, we were, doing this and that. And I kid you not, like the next day, it happened. I was like, wow, that is crazy. And so, you know, it could be argued, right? Well, yeah, maybe you created it with your mind. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't, right? Um, but here's what I do know. I still do believe that I connect with people on a spiritual level through my dreams. Like, if I see you in my dream, I believe that I did actually meet you in my dream, or I talked to you in my dream. I connected with you on a soul level in my dream, regardless of, you know, anything, right? Maybe you didn't dream it, maybe you did, and you just don't remember, right? I still believe that we connect with people on a dream level, right? So anytime I see like an old friend, in my dream come and talk to me, and it's always a story. I don't know why it's been like transitioning, but it's all starting to become like like stories, like short stories that later on connect with others, which is very strange, but it's something I've been noticing since the beginning of May. Maybe others have noticed it as well, that your dreams are becoming more like stories, and they're really good stories, and every story has, you know, every good story needs, a plot, needs the characters, the protagonist, antagonist, right? You need the climax, you need a problem to solve. And at the end, you finally need a happy ending, right? That's what a story. It's what makes a great story. And so that's something I definitely wanted to share with you guys. Is something that I've been noticing since the beginning of May and working with Moldavite, is that my dreams are becoming more like stories, which I believe, one, has to do with things that I've experienced throughout my day, week or month or life, and two, I believe that I'm actually really connecting with people on a soul dream state level and creating stories with them as well in the dream world, right? And so I really want to just put that out there so that you guys can pay more attention. If you guys are working with Moldavite, or if you guys are working with crystals or anything, although I do recommend Moldavite because it's the tektite, it's the gem, or the stone, whatever you want to call it. But I have some right in front of me right now. And I definitely want to keep talking about this a little bit more. I definitely also want to keep, you know, people who like to cook. I actually want to learn how to cook. But here's one thing I've noticed. It's like when you want to make a great recipe, even when you're working with Moldavite, I believe that you have to work with the right recipe types. You want to mix it in with the right crystals. You want to mix it in, with the right, spices, so to speak, the right energy to create the right environment so that you get the most out of your Moldavite, right? And there's also, theories on how you can recharge Moldavite. Right now I looked out the window and there's like a moon, and I've read that, you can charge Moldavite with the power of the moon, and you probably can. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. I haven't yet tried it out yet or practiced, but I definitely want to keep you guys informed. I want to share this with you guys. I want to share this journey with you and what I've noticed. But that will come in more of my videos. But I really wanted to share this with you guys about the dream state with Moldavite, working with Moldavite through dreaming. Like I said, I've been noticing more of those stories in my dreams. And now that I have this journal, I'm gonna definitely keep track and see how the story plays out. I mean, if I'm getting a story, I might as well write it down, right? And I will probably share some of these with you if you guys would like. Just say you want me to share. If you want me to share some of these stories with you for my dream journal later on, like this video, and I will share some of those stories with you as well. And, if you guys keep a dream journal as well, I mean, I'd love to hear your stories as well. I love stories. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So, yeah. So if you want to hear more of my dream journal stories later on to come, like this video, leave your comments below as well about and maybe your experiences with Moldavite and dreaming and anything you've experienced with Moldavite while sleeping, right? Yeah. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned for my next video. As always, I let God lead me. And I'm very thankful for this Moldavite that I have. So we'll see what comes up next. Just stay tuned. Love change. Let's keep moving forward. I send you guys lots of love. And I will talk to you guys soon.